I'm going to cook me up a little dinner tonight. Well, actually I'm putting it on tonight, and it'll be good for tomorrow for lunch and dinner. I got this small 2-quart slow cooker. Since it's just me, I figured it'd be plenty big enough. I started by putting some pork roast in there. It's called a boiled dinner. I just got a small pork roast. Good evening, everybody. I'm going to make me a boiled dinner for lunch and dinner tomorrow. And it's been kind of hot, so I figured this is going to be the best way to do this because it's not going to be as hot to cook. It'll do it on its own overnight, and then I'll have it tomorrow for lunch and dinner. I got a little 2-quart crock pot since it's just me. Didn't need a full size. I've took a pre-seasoned little pork roast I bought and sliced it, cut up to bite-sized pieces. Some of it I will probably just use for frying, or maybe some eggs and pork roast cooked that way, because I didn't need the whole small pork roast. Then I take, with a boiled dinner you can pretty much add whatever you want, but I picked up some greens trio. It's got like spinach and kale, and I'm not sure on the back if it's turnips or here we go. May contain collard greens, kale greens, mustard greens, turnip greens. This I won't put in till it's almost done cooking, and I don't want to overcook the greens. But it gives you vitamins, gives you color, adds flavor. I like mushrooms, so I bought this gourmet blend. Instead of just one flavor, I bought this gourmet blend. It contains shiitake, oyster, crimini. I'm not sure what the crimini or however it's pronounced. Sorry about the blurriness, but I'm using my cell phone. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I covered up the microphone thing on here. I have a tendency to do that when I try to use my right hand. Then I took some fresh green beans, cut them up to the size you want. Some chopped up onions. I got some little baby carrots. You can either use potatoes or any kind of starch type thing you want. I put in rutabaga. It takes on the flavor of whatever you cook. Cut up the mushrooms. I want to take all this and throw it into this, well, not throw it, but put it into my little crock pot. Since the pork is pre-seasoned a little bit, I will just add a little salt, some pepper, a little garlic powder because I love my garlic. I don't have no fresh garlic with me. But you just pretty much cut up everything the size that you want. Boiled dinner, you can add anything you want. You can use pork, probably chicken, cut up beef. Excuse me for the mess. I just did my dishes a little while ago. Now I'm going to have more. I'm just pretty much going to put it all into your little crock pot. I turn it on high to start with to get it all warmed up, start warming up. Then I'll turn it down to low, or depending on how long you're going to cook it. If I'm going to cook it overnight, I might turn it on warm and let it really slowly cook, and then when I get up in the morning, I'll turn it back up until lunchtime. But I would say to put my greens in, I would put them in probably about 2 hours before I'm going to eat it, because it's not like I'm sitting there boiling it. It's going to be hot. It's going to be pretty much all done. But you put your greens in last, so that way they don't lose too much of its nutritional value, and you just take and cut those up, chop them up. It's pretty much chopped already, so I'll probably just kind of break it by hand, throw some in. I'm also watching Steel Magnolias. It's been a while since I watched Steel Magnolias, so I decided to put this movie on Netflix and watch it while I'm cooking. But that's about as close as I'm going to give you to a cooking show. I figured that'd probably be the quickest, easy way. Just show you all the ingredients, give you basics on how I cook it. And if you want to try it, go ahead. If you already know about boiled dinner, great. So you have a nice evening, and I hope everybody had a wonderful Mother's Day. Hey everybody, here is my finished product of my pork boil or boiled dinner. It smells wonderful. I don't put lots of different seasonings in it because I like the flavor that the vegetables give it. Carrots, green beans, mushrooms, pork, rutabaga, some onion, salt, pepper, garlic powder, very good. Smells delicious. I just got back from my walk downtown to get dog food to check on my job application. It is about 1 o'clock, somewhere around there, so I'm going to have me a bite to eat.